Welcome in, Kaspa community. I am the Crypto Bull God, and in today's video, we're going to cover a few charts, one in particular, a unique value-added chart that no one else has covered, is showing us that most likely we are very shortly going to see a large expansionary movement up before a major pullback in price. If you appreciate the timely Kaspa updates that I've been providing, as well as the solid content that I put out here on my channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, drop me a comment. You need to click the bell icon for all notifications to know when videos like this go live, as well as to catch my daily TA live stream. It's called All in the Charts, where I take your TA questions. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and TradingView. It's one word, Crypto Bull God. Just a quick disclosure that I'm never sharing financial advice. You're either a big boy or a big girl, so you can make your own personal financial decisions. I'm simply here to educate through sound, logical, technical analysis. With that being said, let's get into it. All right, guys, we're going to take a look at just three charts here, three USD charts for Kaspa, and I'm going to share with you why I see more than likely a break up versus a breakdown in price. At time of recording, really exciting market movements taking place within Bitcoin. You can see we're just above $53,000, so it'll be interesting to see where we land today. Of course, you can follow me if you click the bell icon for All in the Charts to know when I go live for that daily live stream to cover all of your crypto TA questions. But let's get into it. The third chart is the one chart that is unique I have not shared with you guys yet. And we're going to get into that last. But first, I want to start with the lower time frames here. Now, depending what time frame you're looking at, that's going to dictate to some degree how you're drawing your areas of price confluence. This is at a more granular level on the 6-hour chart. Of course, there isn't a lot of price history on Kaspa, so the 6-hour chart to me is a lot more valuable than some other tokens like a Bitcoin or Ethereum that has a high degree of much more price action in it. This doesn't have as much price action, so we need to be a little bit more creative in terms of what time frames we're looking at. Now, you can see here essentially what I have drawn out, just focusing on the black line here, right? Just focusing on the black lines for the moment. You can see that essentially I have this downward resistance and this upward sloping support. And so what that is that's some sort of triangular consolidation that's occurring within the market right now, right? But it's not until you actually begin to zoom out that as a technician, I look at this and say, oh, wow, there is a huge potential pull forming here and then some consolidation. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another bull pennant. Now, the last time I had shared with you guys that we had a bull pennant, which was actually in here. Yes, this is a pull as well. This is a pennant. And we did see a break to the upside. You can have a larger bull pennant, or excuse me, a smaller bull pennant within a larger picture bull pennant that develops. Now, the nice thing I like about this, depending upon the point of breakout, if this does occur, if we scale up to the technical target up here, and you can see where I have the pull measured at the point of breakout approximately, it takes us up over 30 cents. And you guys know this takes us up, 32, 33 cents. All depends where we break out, if we break out to the upside. But you guys know, if you've been following my content, that I've been calling for around the 30-cent range in the shorter term for Kaspa. And I thought it was quite possible it could hit those price levels by this week. So it'll be interesting to see if we do see a break to the upside. Now, obviously, if we see a lot of strength in Bitcoin's price, that's going to help the entire market. We should see that shift into Ethereum and then a lot of these altcoins. So stay tuned again for that daily TA live stream, All in the Charts. I go live every single day. Now, I didn't want to clutter up the chart too much with too many areas of price confluence here, but I just wanted to focus for now on areas of resistance. Where are we going to have a difficult time closing above and getting above? I have 16.65 cents. 17.5 cents. You can see we essentially have double topped here. Okay, so 17.5 is a major area of resistance. Then I see 17.8, or that was on a different chart, excuse me. 17.8 is an area of resistance, but that's on a different time frame. I have 18 cents here 18.4. Okay, you can see with the candle body and wicks here, that's another major area, 18.4. And then our prior all-time high at 19 cents. So for me, things are really going to start getting juicy on this price once we start breaking above 18.4 cents. When price starts breaking above 18.4 cents, that is telling me with a very high degree of conviction that we're either going to see a double top up towards 19 cents or we're going to blast through it and we're going to be on our way towards 30 plus cents, in my opinion. Now, if we go to the weekly chart, I mean, this thing looks monumentally bullish. I've spoken to this chart in the past. Stochastic RSI looks super healthy. One thing to point out here, we do at the moment have some descending resistance on the RSI. What that tells me is when we do eventually top out on the weekly and we get a larger correction, I'm going to be looking to see if this RSI can push past here or if we initially top out here and then begin to roll over. And this is something we're going to want to track moving forward, because if we do have another lower high come into the relative strength index here on the weekly, we're going to eventually, once this comes down, we're going to want to see this thing blast above it for continued strength within the market. But things are looking very, very healthy. MACD looks great. Of course, I've spoken to this 10 simple moving average on this chart. You know, if you watched the last video that I had, I believe, to paraphrase what I said, nearly quoting what I said, if I've ever seen consolidation, this was it. And we since blasted off. Now, drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen. The unique chart. And I want to give special props and thank you to Tony, the Bull BTC, who was recently on my live stream as a special guest. If you're not following Tony, he's right here on Twitter. Let me just give him some props. He's right here, Tony the BTC Bull. Check out the live stream that I had this past Thursday. It would have been Thursday, February 22nd. Man, he did such a good job of analyzing a lot of those high time frame views to give you a really good perspective in terms of what his view is of where the markets are at and his expectations. Now, let's get into this unique value-added view. Props to Tony. I'm subscribed to his newsletter. I follow his tweets. He's spoken to the Fisher transformation, but there was something about the prior live stream having him on as a guest that really etched it in my head that, hey, CBG, you need to start taking a look at this price indicator for not only Bitcoin, but for other charts as well, which I've begun doing. So, again, props to him. But this is the Fisher transformation. This is what I want you to focus on. Now, as you can see here, this is a 3-day chart. I'm keeping it stupid simple. Our red circles are indicating a topping zone on the Fisher transformation. And as you can see, similar to the RSI, on the weekly chart, we have descending resistance. Every time that we've come up to this level, descending resistance, what happened to price? We topped out, we topped out, we topped out. The 3-day has not topped out yet. We have not hit the top of this. So I'm projecting out we could potentially hit the top somewhere in early March. If this continues up, we could see a top here, and that could coincide with this topping in the 30-cent range and then having another pullback, right? Another pullback in the Fisher transformation as well as price, and then continuing up. Now, eventually, I do want to see this Fisher transformation with the descending resistance not continue indefinitely. Right? We don't want to see this indefinitely. But for now, we have 3 areas of price confluence telling us that we have a very high likelihood. Okay, we have a very high likelihood of this Fisher transformation topping right in this general area, which history also tells us, okay, price tops at the exact same spot. Okay, so there's a very high likelihood we can use this Fisher transformation to tell us when we're going to get an initial top in Kaspa. This chart is telling me the move we're seeing in Kaspa is not done. Now, I've seen a lot of calls out there for the 13 or 14 cent area. Is that possible? Absolutely, guys. We could certainly get a pullback to 13 to 14 cents. I'm not telling you we could get a pullback to 12 cents. But I think, I believe, based on the strength in particular we're seeing in Bitcoin, the current pennant pattern that has not been invalidated, the strength we're seeing on the weekly USD Kaspa chart, as well as this Fisher transformation item that I found on the 3-day time frame, I think it's telling us we have more upside than downside potential. And as you can see here, I mean, you can even see it on the 3-day. Look at this massive pole and this pennant, okay? Just screaming to us the potential to go much higher before we see a significant pullback. If you appreciated the authentic, genuine TA content that I work so hard to put out there, make sure you show a little love for CBG by hitting the thumbs up button, drop me a comment, and click that bell icon for all notifications to know when I go live each and every single weekday for my daily TA live stream, all in the charts. And also, I throw out the CBG podcasts here and there where we talk about anything and everything from gym to motivation in life to financial prosperity to the economy to cryptocurrencies. Until next time, everybody, let's all spread awareness and let's carry the education forward.
So what you gonna do, fiat dollar, or crypto bull guy and his crypto maniacs and the entire cryptocurrency market run wild on you?